Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Wrestling. I'm Emily May, and I am standing by with the Wolf Zaddies. And gentlemen, you are heading into a match against the Entourage.
Yo, it's the TITO and the CHE, and you know we be them Wolf Zaddies. And you know what else? We're also the United Network Tag Team Champions. Right, baby. We're the biggest, we're the baddest, we're the most dominant tag team to ever step foot here at United.
You see Bryce Saturn, Damien Desire, we eat pieces of Twinks like you for breakfast. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, because we're starving, baby. We're never satisfied. But there's one thing that we will guarantee. Not satisfaction, Zaddiesfaction.
See you out there, punks.
Championship Wrestling. I'm TK Todd Kennelly along with Christian Cole. It's going to be a howling good time as the World Tag Team Champions, the Wolf Zaddies, have accepted the challenge of Entourage.
A lot of speculation about what Wolf Zaddies would do with their World Tag Team titles. Would they be fighting champions? Tonight we do find out. They accepted, and we're going to see that fight tonight.
And the United Wrestling Network World Champion, the Radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight, champion for over 900 days. He has issued an open challenge and will put the title on the line. Who's it going to be? We'll find out in our main event. It's time to fight on.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Main Event Daniels, and weighing in at a combined weight of 422 pounds, Bryce Saturn and Damien Desire, the Entourage.
You know, I don't really love these guys being rewarded for the World Tag Team title match. Get illegally involved in a television title match between Main Event Daniels and former champion Zicky Dice. But they were smart. They know the Wolf Zaddies will never turn down a challenge.
Yeah, leave it up to Todd Kennelly to criticize the methods of the Entourage. I applaud their efforts in getting themselves a title fight tonight.
You're on their payroll.
Fight now!
And their opponents from the land of satisfaction, weighing in a combined weight of 515 pounds, the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, Bad Dude Tito and Latino Meat, Jay Cabrera, the Wolf Zaddies.
If I am the Entourage, I'm leery. You better second guess what you asked for. You just might get it. You face off with the reigning champs. You're going to pay the price.
The Wolf Zaddies, World Tag Team Champions, and the two toughest dudes in any room they walk into. But will the tactics of Entourage be able to overcome the veteran acumen and the championship caliber of the Wolf Zaddies?
Zaddies coming off of some incredible title defenses against the likes of AEW's The Infantry, Sean Dean, Carly Bravo, most recently Lights Camera Faction. What a war that was. And I'll tell you though, if the Entourage can strike while the iron's hot, they've already in their ranks have the United World Television Champion Evan Daniels. Could you imagine if they unseat the Wolf Zaddies and add the tag team titles? They will become one of the most influential factions in the United Wrestling Network history, just like that, snap of a finger.
This is peculiar for me to see Tito break cleanly in the corner as Desire, able to dodge him there for a minute. Tito's a bruiser. There's usually nothing that could stop him from putting the beat down on his opponents.
Great balance by Desire, but that's not going to help him here. Gets caught midair into the power slam, deposited on the canvas. Tito is one of the most amazing athletes I've seen in my entire time in the world of pro wrestling. This guy has got it all, and he's competed all over the world. The same can be said for Shea Cabrera. Incredible team.
And you know what's crazy about Tito and Shea is they just continue to get better. It's like with every year, and with every year of experience and a year of age, their growth is exponential. These two have continued to make an impact.
Well, if you try a double clothesline and you're Saturn on the Wolf Zaddies, you're going to wind up on Uranus. And that's exactly what happened. God drop, look at the power. Nowhere to go but down. Putting Saturn up into orbit there, partner.
That's right, Wolf Zaddies, a match made in heaven. These two dudes were singles wrestlers for many years and had tons of success. But it wasn't until they got together that they became one of the great presences in professional wrestling. Certainly one of the great tag team champion duos in this company's history.
Champs using all their assets here. Little rump bump action and taking them down. Scoop and a slam. And they are running away with this thing. The Avantage are going to need, the numbers game isn't enough for them right now. It has been all the champs, all the Zaddies. And another quick tag made, and Latino Meat stepping in.
Yeah, this is the theme so far of this fight, is the tag team experience and cohesion between the champions. Shea Cabrera and Bad Dude Tito able to get in tags, keep the other guy fresh, and they continue to put an onslaught down on Bryce Saturn.
Full head of steam by Shea Cabrera. Zaddies recently wrestled in Dodger Stadium. Dream come true for them. And there we go. The numbers game did pay off there, though. Grabbing the...
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the television champion
He's
grabbing
just
the ankle.
ringside, looking good.
And now double team suplex. Desire goes for the cover. Will history be made? No. So hard to keep these guys down because they're so powerful. I mean, you've got to have them completely unconscious to get the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, kudos to Desire for even getting Cabrera off of his feet in the first place. Cabrera looks to counter.
Little friendly fire. Eats his partner, his boot there. And a big uppercut, though. Damien Desire showing that he's not afraid of a slugfest. Tag is made, and the Avantage in control with the tag team titles on the line. Will they make more history? We'll find out after this.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone. Tag team titles up for grabs. What a way to kick things off. And we got a championship sandwich here later on. The world heavyweight title will be on the line. Radioactive Poppy putting on the line an open challenge. The drop of the leg into the cover. And I'll tell you, the Avantage are pesky, but they've had the advantage here for quite some time. Not easy to do against the reigning champs.
No, not at all. And it seems the tactics and the brilliance of Entourage, 3 men who have each other's back in any situation, 3 of the most loyal fighters in our industry, watching each other, making sure that they can achieve their goal of becoming tag team champions tonight. But right now, that is in jeopardy. Oh, nice. They're holding him back. Cabrera, the power. But it's a 2-on-1 situation here, TK.
Cabrera trying to break on through to the other side. So close, inches away. But the 2-on-1 situation, they overcome Cabrera, at least for the moment, and they've got him back in the unfriendly corner here, partner.
And this is brilliant by Bryce Saturn. Using every inch of the squared circle to his advantage, isolating the bigger, stronger Che Cabrera, and putting this tag team championship reign from the Wolf Zaddies in jeopardy.
Ring positioning, expertise here. They've isolated one man, and you know, fatigue can become a factor when you got those big muscles that need all that oxygen. If you can keep one of the champs in there, you got a chance. But hold on here. It looks as if Shea's got on the magnetic boots. 2-for-1 special, BOGO, as Stu Stone would say in the past.
I miss Stu Stone. And what I miss more is when Bryce Saturn and Damien Desire were winning this match. What the heck's going on here?
Still a long way from the tag, though, is Cabrera. And here comes Saturn, and he's going to try and quill that momentum yet again. This has got to be getting frustrating for the champions.
Absolutely. And Cabrera looking to get to a vertical base, able to do so. Cabrera putting his neck in jeopardy there as he powers out, but he's able to do it.
Yeah, but he's still in the way there. Look out, oh my goodness. Flapjack City put some syrup on it.
And Big T enters the match. And now it's Bad Dude's turn to put a beating on
what a
the
flapjack.
Entourage.
You know, I think the International House of Pancakes went out of business, and the Entourage might be next with stuff like that.
Right hand by Tito. And now Tito, exploder suplex.
Yep, back to your regularly scheduled beatdown, courtesy of the reigning and dominantly defending World
the
Tag
speed,
Team champ.
the power, the precision. Bad Dude Tito, fired up.
Might be the baddest dude in all the world of pro wrestling. Look at the speed of this guy, incredible. Taking them both down. Lariato.
A near double decapitation by Tito.
Great matchup. I mean, I gotta credit the moxie of Entourage. They've been hanging in there, but it might be the beginning of the end. You don't want to be the meat in that sandwich. Double choke slam. That's usually step one. Here's the cover. Is it going to get the 1, 2, 3? Sometimes they elect to keep it rolling there to the total satisfaction. Didn't that time, Christian.
Fans here up in an uproar, as that moment certainly controversial, as there was a break in the pinfall attempt from an illegal contender.
Well, you got 5 seconds to get in and out of there, so as much as I hate to admit it, perfectly legal. You really got to divide and conquer. Nice DDT there by Damien Desire.
There you go. Capitalize. Come on.
There you see the television champion, Main Event Daniels, with some words of encouragement ringside.
I only wish hysterical Shane Hayes was here to even the numbers game. Not the case right now. The Zaddies normally prove to be more than enough. Big shot upstairs there by Desire. Follows in.
Oh my goodness!
Alley-oop into the slam dunk.
Referee Chris Massey better check the pulse on Damien Desire.
He might be knocked completely out cold.
You can see the dismay on the face of the champion. I can't believe it. Evan Daniels can't believe it. Hollywood can't believe it. And will this be the momentum shift that the Wolf Zaddies needed to put them away?
Looks that way. They got to isolate one man. That's what they're doing. What are they doing here?
High risk
the Zaddies
tag
going?
team maneuver. They got him hooked, but they need eyes in the back of their head. Damien Desire.
There's no way. There's no way.
Oh my goodness.
Damien Desire's got him in a torture rack. How on earth is he doing this? But Tito gets out of there. Boy, there's a lot of moving parts in this thing. Oh, both go up and over to the outside. That leaves Cabrera and Saturn.
Cabrera looking to counter Saturn's attack from the top corner. Oh no, look at this.
Saturn, no, get him out of there. Oh, the assist by the Evan of Entourage, a power bomb. Oh, this is gonna be a miscarriage of justice. Double pin, no, he's still kicked out.
How the hell did Shea Cabrera kick out?
This has been one of the wildest tag team title matches we've ever seen. How was that not enough? I'll tell you, if the Zaddies did one less rep in the gym, they might have been pinned there for the 1, 2, 3. Big forearm cannon there by Cabrera. More double team. Uh-oh. Funny thing happened on the way to the form. Got caught by his own man. Uh-oh. Zaddies are both back in there, Christian. You know what that means.
Nasty.
Total Zaddies.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
And your winners, the Wolf Zaddies.
They were able to hit the total satisfaction, and then trying to hedge his bet was Tito, who took a wild flight to the outside there. Things got pretty turbulent for Magic Airlines, but as much as things change, the more they stay the same. The Zaddies retain.
Tito looking to make sure there was no pinfall breakup in that situation as his partner had that pinning attempt in the ring. Tito had to fly over the referee. Wait a minute. No, wait 1 second. Now what is this?
Well, they have made their presence felt. Delirium is here. And the days might be getting darker for the Wolf Zaddies. Are they calling their shot here?
We wondered for months. This mysterious man. And in recent weeks we see his tag team, Delirium, enter Hollywood.
The battle lines have been drawn. Will Delirium have a date with Destiny with the champs? We'll find out later. More to come.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
You cheered when we struck, gasped when we dismantled, but yet you don't know who we are.
What the hell is this? Look at this.
This shadowy, ominous figure out here.
That's the part that fascinates me. The hunger for understanding, the obsession with why.
We don't know exactly who he is or what his purpose here is in championship wrestling.
But you see, understanding is a privilege, one that you have not earned.
Look out here. Oh my gosh, they just went through a war with gun. Oh no!
Delirium has arrived. Not for fame, not for approval, because something is missing. Something that we intend to take back. Stand with Delirium or be slayed by society.
Introducing first, from right here in the 805, weighed 168 pounds, the headbang extremist, Hex!
Headbang extremist, Hex. This might be the perfect matchup for him where really anything goes. He can take advantage. You know, he's used to those crazy rave type scenes. And see if he can maybe sneak in there and make something happen in this triple threat.
The hometown hero Hex returns to the 805 for some action tonight.
And his opponent from Santa Maria, California, weighing in at 201 pounds, Old School Buddy Royal.
Well, Hex might have the hometown advantage, but here's a guy that's been making the towns for many a years, Old School Buddy Royal.
Buddy Royal, a real throwback. Buddy Royal, certainly a shooter in his own right. A guy who can get down on the mat. He's got some speed and a veteran in the game. Certainly loves his old school.
And their opponent from the Isle of Hatteras, weighing 888 pounds, the Hate Wonder of the World, Stunt Marshall.
Weighs in at 888 pounds, partner. And Stunt Marshall has been in top competition since debuting here in the United Wrestling Network. He's part of that big scramble match to crown Heritage Champion. EJ Sparks ended up winning that and then went one-on-one with EJ for that very title, came very close to making history. So win here could really propel any of these guys right back into title competition. Triple threat rules, first to score a pinfall or submission will get their hand raised. Not gonna be easy.
Yeah, kudos to the matchmakers here in Hollywood who put these three in a fight to determine really who has the trajectory going forward for potentially a television championship shot. And very unique about a triple threat match. Of course, you have to have eyes in the back of your head, TK, or you could double team just like this.
Well, alliances will be short-lived. You know, it's a sound strategy to team up and get one guy out of there, but in the end of the day, only one is going to win this matchup. Elbow there by Buddy Royal, and I don't know if his technical expertise is really going to do that many favors for him in a match like this. You don't really have time to ground an opponent in mat wrestle when you got, you know, a third opponent. Well, one step ahead though. And recently Buddy Royal got a victory over his longtime partner Levi Shapiro. And look at this, Northern Lights suplex with the leg grapevine. He might get the pin and the submission.
I have very fond memories of the old school duo of Buddy and Shapiro. Those two, one of the great tag teams of the last decade here in Hollywood. Cover here by Hex. Will this do it? No.
That's why I mentioned, I mean, Hex might have a great opportunity just to be an opportunist in this matchup, score a big victory. Yeah, the classic connection, tag team title holders in the United Wrestling Network years ago. Full head of steam by the CEO of Haterade. He gets hung out to dry.
Buddy Royal got that shout out to In-N-Out Burger on his trunks. You gotta love that. It's West Side all the time.
He had the double-double in terms of opportunities at the Heritage Championship, but came up unsuccessful both times out, and would love to get back into title competition here. Buddy Royal going to work with those tried and true uppercuts. Hex, though, he's got the crowd behind him and going to work.
These two couldn't be more different. With Hex, he's always ready for a party. Great spirits. Of course, he comes from right down the street here in the 805. And for Buddy, he's serious, and he takes a serious maneuver there.
That code red, but wow, turns it right into the ankle lock here. And you might need Stunt Marshall to get in here and make the save. Hex being tested here with the ankle lock. Look out. No, you got to have your head on a swivel. No, don't tell me. Looking for, talk about a double-double, looking for the double German.
And this type of thing will happen in a triple threat match. You know, one guy goes for a rear waist lock and then now counter.
And standing switches aplenty.
Oh, Stunt Marshall gets out.
Standing switches. Something's got to give here. Oh, full head of steam. Into the roll-up. And Hex with the big shot there. Wild, wild action here in our triple threat. Shining Wizard by Hex. He looks for the cover. Into the cover goes Hex, can't get the win. This incredibly wild matchup continues right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called Car Shield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through Car Shield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through Car Shield. 2, plans through Car Shield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call Car Shield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call Car Shield now.
Call Car Shield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the Car Shield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling Triple Threat Rules. None of the three have really been able to maintain an advantage just because it's so unpredictable in there. As we mentioned, Christian, you really got to have your head on a swivel.
Yeah, a ton of parity in this match. These three men about as evenly matched up as possible. And right now it's just Hex and Stunt Marshall trying to fight for the right to win this match and earn themselves a pinfall victory.
He's looking for middle school here, partner. Looking for a little middle school and connects.
Middle school from Stunt Marshall, follows it up with a nasty boot. Marshall looks to pour on the offense.
Drops the leg. He's got the mustache for that, that's for sure. Into the cover, almost gets the 1-2-3.
I gotta tell you, TK, Stunt Marshall is one of one. There is nothing and no one quite like this individual. And what kind of television champion would he be in the future?
You were singing his praises. He just told you to shut up. How about that?
I like it.
Wild action here, and that's what you got to do. You got to get one guy out of there. And that's what Stunt Marshall does. Now he shifts his focus to Hex. And now these two really have to try and take advantage of Buddy Royal being a non-factor.
You think Stunt Marshall asks his barber for the headband?
Yeah, I don't think there's a picture of that one on the wall. You don't just point and say, yeah, give me that. That's a custom job right there.
It's one of the cooler mullets I've seen in some time.
Buddy Royal back in there, biding his time. Gets taken down by Marshall out the back door. Oh, look at this little classic slam there by Buddy Royal. Is that going to do it? Deep hook to the leg, and Hex makes the last split-second save there.
Yeah, Hex, Johnny on the spot right there as he comes in, breaks up the pin, and in doing so, continues to remain in this fight.
Big fan of the rave scene. He let the beat drop right there, got in there just in time to keep his chances alive in this matchup. Again, first pinfall submission, they'll get the Duke.
Hex trying to muscle up. Stunt Marshall, but 5 fingers to the face as a response from Big Stunt.
Yeah, he hit him with a lot of hate on that one. Whips him in. Wow. But see, right there, just when you think you got things going your way, you got Buddy Royal just suplexing you out of your boots. Tough to hang in and get the advantage in this one. Now Buddy Royal's got the crowd going. He's not without his fans out there too. A lot of respect. Longtime competitor in the region. Hex caught Buddy Royal with the knee coming in. So you talked about the momentary alliances. We saw it there. What's Hex thinking? Wow! Suplexes them both into a sunset flip, no less.
And I thought that might do it. Brilliant offense, takes down 2 competitors, and now Hex looks to position himself for a pinfall. Can he do it? No!
So close. There, to say there have been some extremely close calls of the pinfall variety here in Oxnard would be a gross understatement here in the last couple weeks. Chant goes out at 8:05 for their hometown boy, Hex. He's rolling right now, Christian.
Full head of steam from Hex. Going back and forth between his 2 opponents, but he gets caught.
Nasty throw. Buddy Royal would rather throw you than know you. You see it there. Just a master of the suplex.
So much respect for Buddy Royal, who's coming to his own as a singles competitor. And that might do it. In for the pinfall. Buddy Royal with the win, no.
Thought he might take him up and over with the dragon suplex, elected to go with the full Nelson slam. And still not enough. Man.
I spoke on it for a moment. Buddy Royal, a guy who really made his name in the tag team division, now fighting not 1 but 2 opponents. And all he has to rely on is himself. And he's doing one hell of a job, but he eats a standing NZ right to the face. Royal, worse for wear, might be out on the outside.
And the striking might be the difference maker. As Stunt Marshall, you know, has got a big chip on his shoulder of coming so close, not once, but twice to the Heritage title. He wants that shot as soon as EJ Sparks is cleared medically to come back. And a win here would go a long way to put him in the driver's seat. Look at this, bam.
That might do it. This might be it. And if not, for the pinning combination and breakup of Buddy Royal, Stunt Marshall might have earned himself a victory.
And I do believe that Stunt Marshall has been lacerated over the eye there. I think he's got a cut, and that was a pretty sick move there by Buddy Royal, showing that he's got a bit of a bloodlust and loving this battle. Saying he's got to get to the chopper, and I guess thought it was an airplane spin, but I guess a little helicopter action. Into the cover goes Marshall. Still not enough. What's it going to take?
I personally love that. Get to the chopper.
Stunt Marshall's got the making of a Crimson Mask here. He's willing to bleed for his art here, but the sweat from his brow as well, washing away a lot of that blood. At least doesn't seem like it's hampering him too much, not getting in the eyes, which could be a key factor if it were. Stunt Marshall indicating it's the beginning of the end here. Nice counter with the knee by Hex. Not once, but twice. Might open up that cut. Right into that post. Buddy Royal, wow, love that. Into the neck breaker. How nice was that? Into the cover. Dead center of the ring, dead to rights, yes!
And your winner, Buddy Royal.
Great timing by the veteran. was able to score that unique neck breaker. He has earned the respect of the crowd, and he's got the jetpack on his back. He is rising through the ranks. Is the old school one. Speaking of old school, issuing an open challenge, pretty old school. And that's what the world champ has done, and he puts the title on the line in our main event. Who is it gonna be?
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 Face Cream for Men, the first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit ParticleMen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.ParticleMen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Come on, watch me do my dance, got some group bands. Not whoever on top like a
Here comes the champ, the radioactive Poppy.
See some hard time.
If my math is correct, this is day 905 as the reigning and defending United Wrestling Network World Champion has faced some incredible opposition, as he said.
Party every night, celebrating life. You might lose yours trying to take mine.
on the door
make promises
and have gone away disappointed.
Confirm that's a positive.
Confidence at an all-time high to where he is making this open challenge.
And he has every right to be confident. So is Danny Limelight. I mean, the radioactive Poppy is wanted all over the world,
It's
not
the
just by wrestling promoters.
Splash, back and sliding. Arroz con gandules, comiendo guayadules. I'm here just being me, and being me is the
Booked
best.
everywhere as an actor,
Watch me take
and still 900 plus days as world champion.
805, what's up, mi gente? We're here at the United Wrestling Network. Tonight's your main event, and who better to close out the night than Danny Limelight? 900 plus days, 900 plus days, 900 plus days I carry this company on my back, and not a single person back there, anywhere, doesn't matter where they came from, stepped up, I put them down, and I couldn't do it alone because each and every one of you fire me up every night, so give it up for yourself. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna issue an open challenge just like I promised. So whatever bozo in the back wants to step up to Danny Limelight, now's your time.
Huge opportunity for someone who is gonna step through that door or kick it down.
You gotta respect the fighting champion. Title on the line. Any man in the back. Who will it be?
Wow. Well, he said from anywhere, any promotion. Gall is another one of the WWE IT prospects that has come to the United Wrestling Network. This guy is a 5-time physique champion. That's the medals he's got around. As we talk about with the likes of Maximilian, this guy's got show muscles, but he's got go muscles as well.
Real threat to the championship reign of Danny Limelight. And Limelight may have bitten off more than he could chew.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall, and it is for the United Wrestling Network World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Coming from Mount Olympus, he is in perfectly mint condition and is the real-life action figure. It's Gall! And the champion, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 190 pounds, your United Wrestling Network champion, the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight.
The champ issuing the open challenge. It's answered by the real-life action figure Gall, who's going to come with a brand new accessory if he can win the United Wrestling Network World Title. Title on the line. Gutsy move by the champ because you don't know who's going to walk through that curtain. You're not able to study film. You're not able to prep like you normally would with a fight camp. He's got to face anyone that comes through that curtain, and Gall is a very, very imposing challenge to the title.
He really is. Gall, of course, traveling a great distance for this championship opportunity tonight. And, you know, Gall looks poised. He looks calm. He looks ready for the fight of his life against Danny Limelight, the United Wrestling Network World Champion.
Gall, a WWE ID prospect, featured on Evolve as well. Great launch pad, but man, you talk about a launch pad. Right into world title competition. Trying to cash in that golden ticket here in essence. Against Limelight, who has had an incredible run of title defenses. And man, oh man, he's gonna get that blood going. That hot Latino blood, I'll tell you what. Nice takedown though, oh, and look at the disrespect by Gall doing push-ups on the world champion.
I had a moment earlier tonight to speak with Gall about his travels, about his, you know, what he was gonna do tonight. He said, I'm just here, I wanna get some work, I wanna wrestle. And I asked him about the WWID and the situation that has changed in his life since becoming identified. And, you know, he said it's great. He said it's basically like a full ride.
Cover now.
He said it's basically like a full ride in becoming the champion that you want to become, and he still gets to come in here and fight for the title. Best of both worlds for Gall.
And you got guys, he said, like Sean Waltman, X-Pac, watch your match. X-Pac, a lot of action right here in the United Wrestling Network over the years, including in the Red Carpet Rumble. Radioactive Poppy looking for the big dive. Gall was wise to it. He knew that this open challenge was issued a week ago. He maybe has been watching nothing but Limelight footage for a week, knowing he was going to try and be first to step out of that curtain.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I'm so distracted by this incredible physique of Gall.
Limelight on the attack, though, and the proud Puerto Rican, he doesn't mind. He'll fight you anywhere, including on the outside of the ring where anything goes. Look out here, though. Suplex on the apron, the unforgiving apron of the ring. And the champ is in trouble early, but again, and it's a smart move by Gall to roll him inside. That's the only way he can win the title, by pinfall or submission.
The swagger, the confidence, the ability to control the champion. Gall looking like championship material right now.
Looking for the cover. Gall is tan-jacking on the attack, as he likes to say, and he's in control of this title matchup. It continues next.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back, everyone. to our main event. Open challenge for Danny Limelight's United Wrestling Network World Title, and challenge that was answered by Gall throughout the break. Some big striking by Limelight, but how about the power of the real-life action figure? My God. Into the cover now. Gall looking to make history.
Yeah, that was pretty close, TK. I got to tell you, if this historic championship run ends tonight for Danny Limelight, you got to give dude his flowers. Near 1,000 days as champion, defending against some of the best on the planet. And if Gall walks out as United Wrestling Network World Champion, you really just got to appreciate what we've seen from Limelight over the last year. 2 years, 3 years, I can't even do the math.
Well, Gall in control. Boy, what a beautiful suplex. But again, you got to be kidding me. He had a chance to go for a cover, try and win the title. But in the words of Indiana Jones, it's not the years, it's the miles. And is the mileage going to catch up on the champion after 905 days as champion and countless title defenses against the toughest that the sport has to offer?
Yeah, that's a fair question, TK, but I look at the experience and really the break that Limelight had as he eats a nasty kick. Working in movies and television as a stunt fight coordinator. There was one video on social media of Limelight, he's just on fire. He's literally on fire. So this is a busy dude, but he hasn't taken the bumps and bruises that a lot of champions must have taken really in recent months. So yes, he's a fighting champion, but he's also able to breathe and do what he loves. And right now, Gall is loving whooping on this champion.
He's not breathing so good right now because boy, oh boy, did he hit hard and heavy in the corner. Now some clap push-ups. I'm begging you, Gall, get him back in there and try and put the man away and make history. But Limelight hit hard and heavy in that corner, and it will be tough for Limelight to catch a breath, but Gall is giving him an opportunity to catch a breath.
Why is this lady touching the champion?
Because he is beloved by the masses and respected.
She's interfering with the match.
Gall shouldn't have sent him out there in the first place. Keep him in the ring and try and get the victory. Gall now going to bring him back inside with the big vertical suplex, and the power of the real-life action figure has been a big, big difference maker in our main event, and something that Limelight, again with this open challenge, could not have prepped for.
Don't you want an action figure as champion? Don't you want the kind of guy that could sell merchandise and toys and all that instead of going around and film Hollywood movies?
Oh, it comes with clapping push-up action.
Hey, Limelight might be out.
Yeah,
he might be out.
Well, that was a knockout shot there by Gall into the cover. Limelight, last split second, slips that shoulder up. But the champ and his title reign are in jeopardy.
My heart rate went up right there. I thought Limelight was done. Gall in a position to become United Wrestling Network World Champion. Elects to go for a submission here, and that abdominal stretch in deep as he digs in with the elbow on the ribs of Limelight, the champion.
Oh, but then look at this, flexing, just insult to injury. But yeah, that'll spread that cartilage apart. And after that shot that Limelight just took, it might be really hard to breathe. You talk about your heart rate going up. It might be tough for Limelight to catch a breath. The champion, look out here, standing Spanish fly, but it was desperation time for the champ and not able to capitalize.
Yeah, he had his own little Goya on that. He had his own little Boricua version of that Spanish fly and kind of corkscrewed with it. That looked devastating. How the hell did he kick out?
Well, I think Limelight is pretty much lifeless after doing it. I don't think he had the power left to secure a real tight cover there. I mean, it was an incredible move. Limelight getting his second win now, though. Full head of steam in the corner, right there in the corner store.
A little showmanship from the champion.
In the
Limelight
bodega.
Floats over. And now you're starting to see why this man has retained the world title for near 1,000 days.
Gall's got so much power, though. He's still in this fight, but it's the shot you don't see coming. He didn't see that one right to the external occipital protuberance. Thank you, Gorilla Monsoon. He's hitting you from the back, from the front, from all angles. It's the champion.
Nasty collision after going high risk. Danny Limelight able to put Gall to the outside, and Gall trying to take a breather. Limelight with a little salsa. Poquito merengue. And there he goes.
Clear the runway. Air Poppy to the outside with the suicide dive.
Yeah, Tope Suicida, the champs with the fans. Boricua, his gente. What a maneuver.
Yeah, he's out there with all the gente. This place is going nuts. Champion with so much pride. Taking a moment out there, and he thanked the fans. He said these 905 days wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you.
Radioactive Poppy now scaling the turnbuckle. Up high, flies, he hits it. Frog splash, but it took something out of him.
Those ribs have been compromised. The abdominal stretch with the elbow. Hold on, here's the cover. And Gall, too much power. Kicks out again.
You gotta wonder for the champion if he didn't have the damage on those ribs. Would he have been able to secure a stronger pin and secure the 3 count?
That's an excellent point, Christian Cole. And again, I think it gets back to a good strategy by Gall. And he could formulate a strategy because the challenge was made a week ago. He knew he was going to take a crack at Danny Limelight, and those ribs might be cracked. And look at these two trading like Wall Street. This getting real physical with the title up for grabs.
Bow for bow, blow for blow. Limelight and Gall going at it. Releasing the German is Gall. Limelight, though, able to roll to the outside, now trying to get up. Limelight, out of nowhere, able to fight back, but he's in trouble here.
Gall took him hard and heavy into the turnbuckle there. And yeah, you know, you're right, that frog splash might have been a real sacrifice play there for Limelight with the ribs already compromised. Look at the power on display by Gall.
Limelight's in trouble here, TK. Oh, he slides out. Nasty powerbomb. Does Limelight have the energy to get over for the... Can he cover him?
Beautiful counter by the champion into the powerbomb, and now it's Gall back to the outside. What a struggle for the title here, Christian. What a match, what a crowd, what in the world? He's got those...
He's just admiring his achievements.
Oh, he's got those physique medals, not this way. That'll be a disqualification. He'll go home with that gold, but he won't go home with the title.
Just run it, D. Get yourself disqualified. This guy doesn't deserve to work.
Oh my goodness, the low blow. Shades of main event Daniels, and we might have another dubious title change.
Will it end like this? Will this be 3? Championship reign continues.
Somehow, some way, Limelight was able to get out of that striation bomb, that huge version of the Blue Thunder there by Gall.
How the hell does Limelight have the corazon to stick in this fight?
Limelight has often said, if you want this title, you're gonna have to kill me to take it from me. That might be the case.
Certainly Limelight looking to put it all on the line tonight. Gall gets countered.
Beautiful takedown by the champ, trying to get a full head of steam. Roll up the other way by Gall. Good fundamental wrestling there by him. Spinning back kick by the champ, looking for that. Give me the loot, and he hit it. Center of the ring, hook of the leg. Yes!
Your winner is still United Wrestling Network World Champion, Danny Limelight.
Another incredibly highly ranked challenger steps up to the plate and strikes out against the radioactive Poppy. This historic title reign will now see day 906 and beyond. We'll see you next time on Championship Wrestling. And once again, it's time to fight on, and that's exactly what the champ will continue to do. We'll see you next time.